So it is 5 over x squared plus sine x. So f prime of x, it will be 5. Oh, this one, it can be written as 5x negative raised to the power negative 2. So it is negative 10x raised to the power negative 3 plus, what is the differentiation of sine?
Cosine.
Cosine x. Now another example here. If you have f of x equal, let's write it here as f of x equals negative 4x squared cosine x. So here we have to use the product rule. Let's say that this is f and this is g. So if f is negative 4x squared, so f prime, it will be negative 4 times 2, negative 8x. Now, if g is cosine x, so g prime, it will be negative sine x. In the product rule, we say that f g prime plus g f prime. So f, which is negative 4x squared, times g prime, which is negative sine x, plus g, which is cosine x, times f prime, which is negative 8x. So it will be 4x squared sine x plus negative 8x cosine x. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Okay. Now, f of x is secant x over 1 plus tan x. Here I have to use the quotient rule. Okay, so I will put 1 plus tan x squared, then 1 plus tan x times the differentiation of secant. What is the differentiation of secant?
Tan secant.
Tan x, secant tan, minus the differentiation of the denominator, which is, what is the difference? I'm sorry. Sorry. 1 plus tan x term, the g, we said it is g. G f prime minus f g prime. So g we write as 1 plus tan x times f prime minus f, where is f, which is secant x, times the differentiation of tan. Hello, 1 is the differentiation of it is 0. I said f times g prime. Now where is g? This is g. So the g prime, it will be 0 plus differentiation of tan is what? Secant squared. So I will write here, yes, secant squared of x. So I have 1 plus tan x times secant x tan x minus secant cubic x over 1 plus tan x squared. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. By the way, before I forget, your final to be multiple choice. Okay, so sometimes you have to simplify your answer to get one from the choices.
Teacher, all exam,
Yeah, sorry.
all the tests will be multiple choice.
Yeah,
How
I will
many
put
questions?
20 multiple questions for you. And you have to prepare yourself to solve each one with 4 minutes. Okay, because I will put 1 mark for each one. If you want, I will make it 10, but with 2 marks. What did you prefer? I didn't prepare it until now.
Again, teacher, again.
1 hour.
Did you want? I didn't make it. I make only grade 8 and grade.
Teacher,
Yes.
the exam will be half an hour.
Yes, Anshul.
Okay.
Now f of x is secant x minus square root of 2 tan x. Here I have to find f prime of x. What is the differentiation of secant?
Secant 10.
Secant tan minus square root, you keep it outside. What is the differentiation of tan?
Secant square.
Secant squared x, yeah. So here, this is the final answer. Sometimes in the questions on the multiple choice, maybe I make it like this for you. And you have tan minus square root secant x as an example. So this choice will be correct too, and this one will be correct. And all of them will be written. So you have to know that 1 plus tan squared equal secant squared, and sine squared plus cosine squared equal 1. You have to know these identities. You have to know that also that sine x over cosine x is tan x, and cosine over sine is cotan. And 1 over tan is cotan.
Teacher, at the bottom right, sine squared plus what?
Cosine.
Cosine squared. Teacher,
Yes.
in the secant brackets, tan minus 2 secant, isn't it different because we distribute the secant?
Where?
The secant in the red color, you wrote it down with the parentheses. Isn't it different from the yellow one? Because we distribute the
No,
secant
I
in
did
the
this
parentheses.
secant x as a common factor.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So do you have any question now?
No, teacher, thank
No, teacher.
Okay. So now number 5, f of x is x squared cosine x plus 4 sine x. So f prime of x will be, look at the first one here. Here we have x squared cosine x. So let's name this f and this is g. So if f is x squared, f prime will be 2x. If g is cosine x, so g prime will be negative sine x. So f times g prime plus
It's
g
not negative.
times f prime plus 4. What is the derivation of sine? Cosine x.
Cosine x.
Negative x squared sine x plus 2x cosine x plus 4 cosine x. This is the final answer.
Teacher,
Yes.
g equal cosine x. G prime is sine x, not negative.
Negative. Differentiation of cosine is negative sign. Now this one here. If you have f of x equal 3x squared plus 2x raised to the power 37, what f prime will be? What did we say here?
We should
It will
use the
be
chain rule.
6x squared.
Yeah, wait. Here we have it's raised to the power 37.
We will make 3 multiplied by 2x to the power of 37.
No.
It will be 37 and parentheses 3x squared plus 2x. And then we open another parenthesis.
Raised
and
to
we
the
put
power
the
36
differentiation.
first.
Yes, and the power
Raised to
36.
the power 36. Then we will differentiate what is inside the brackets, which is 6x plus 2. Is it like when I told you it's like u raised to the power 37? So we said it's a 37u to the power 36 times u prime. I will repeat it here. We said that which one makes make it complicated? This one. So let's name it with u. So we say if u is 3x squared plus 2x, so u prime it will be 6x plus 2. Now here we said it will be u to the power 37. So if you want now to differentiate it, you will say it is 37u raised to the power 36. And since I differentiate u, not x, I will say times u prime. So it is 37 times u, which is 30x squared plus 2x raised to the power 36 times u prime, which is 6x plus 2. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
If you have now f of x equal x cubic minus 7 over x raised to the power negative 2. What will be now f prime?
Negative 2,
Negative 2
open brackets, x to the power 3
minus 7 over x.
7 over x. Or we can write it 7 times x to the power negative 1.
Yes, okay. But here it's like, as I told you before, it's u raised to the power negative 2 times, and I want to differentiate it. I will be, it's negative 2u to the power negative 3 times u prime. So it's negative 2, the function raised to the power negative 3 times differentiation of the function inside the bracket.
3x
which is
to
3
the power 2
minus 7 over x. It is 7x raised to the power negative 1. So it will be negative 7x raised
negative
to the
7
power negative
to
2.
the power negative 2.
So I can write it now as negative 2 times x cubic minus 7 over x raised to the power negative 3 times 3x squared plus 7 over
7
x squared.
so
Is it clear?
yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Another example now. If you have f of x equal 4 over 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 cubic. And I want now to differentiate it. This one here, I can write it as 4 times 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 raised to the power negative 3. So 4, and I will deal with this one as u raised to the power negative 3. So differentiation, it will be negative 3 u raised to the power negative 4 times u prime. So negative 3 u raised to the power negative 4 times the derivative of u. What is the derivative of u here?
6x
Minus 2.
minus 2.
Yes. So the final answer here is negative 12. 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 over 6x minus 2. And here you have negative 4.
To the power of negative 4.
Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
If you have now f of x equal tan square root of x. How will be differentiated? About to be differentiated now?
It will be secant square x to the power negative half.
Why? This is like tan u. Differentiate tan u. What did you say? You will say it's secant square of u. But since here I
Yes.
have u inside, so I will say du to dx. Differentiation of the derivative of u to x. So what does it mean? That means I will write it as secant square of square root of x times the derivative of square root of x, which is
It
half
is
x
half
raised to the power negative half.
negative half.
Here it is tan of u. Derivative of tan is secant square of u. But here I don't have it as dy over dx. I have another letter. So I have to define the derivation of du to dx. If it is tan x only, you will say it's secant square x. But if it is tan square root of x, if there's a function inside, like f of x, there's a function inside tan, you have to differentiate what is inside the tan. So you will say now it is half or 1 over 2 square root of x secant square of square root of x. This will be now the final answer.
Teacher, can you solve it again? Or another one, yeah, the same.
Yes, please.
Okay. If you have f of x equal cosine 2x squared minus 1. Okay, what do you have to do? The first step, you have to find the derivative of cosine. What is the derivative of cosine?
Negative sign.
Negative sign. So you will write it as negative sign and then 2x squared minus 1. Then, after I told you, did you remember? And I told you have to find the derivative of the outside times the derivative of inside. First, we find the derivative of outside. Then we will find the derivative of inside, which is 4x, which is the derivative of this function. So the final answer will be negative 4x sine 2x squared minus 1. Is it clear now?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, I will stop here today. Tomorrow we will continue the second revision.